Thank you very much for joining us again. You're watching TVC Breakfast. We're moving on now to a second story of the day, where the Nigeria police has filed a charge against Kogi West lawmaker Senator Dino Melaye for alleged illegal weapons possession. Well, in the charge, which has now been filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja, the police said a pump-action gun was recovered from Senator Melaye's house in July last year during a search of his property located in the Ayetoro-Gbede area of Kogi State.
Now, the police also listed 8 persons as witnesses, comprising 6 police officers and 2 men. The police say they were painting Melaye's house when they came to search the property. Senator Dino Melaye has been in a running battle with the police, who laid a siege at his Abuja residence for 8 days before he surrendered. All right, now we have with us a lawyer, Libras Oshoma, joining us in the studio right now about the police versus Dino Melaye. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice to have you join us now.
Always my pleasure.
Now, this case has been on and off and on and off as it is right now. But we expect, especially from when the police medical team said that Dino Melaye is healthy to stand trial, we expect that by now the case of Dino Melaye should be in court and he should be facing trial.
You see, procedurally in law, that's why for me, I think, like they say, law shapes society. And when you take any steps, most especially, at that level, government agencies, that's why there's always this insistence that they should have legal departments, so that, the legal department will comb through all the processes and the steps that they are taking to ensure that there's compliance with the law. Because like they say, the court is not a Father Christmas. And then because when you get there, just a little T you omitted to cross might, be the albatross that will spoil the entire gamut of the hard work that you have put in place. And so I had expected, when Dino Melaye, for me, is what everybody knows to be a drama king. And so when you are dealing with a person like that, you don't set the scene or the stage for theatrics. You must be seen to be business-like. But the Nigerian police also had consistently set the stage and the scene for Dino's drama. And over time, you see him also winning some form of sympathies here and there. Okay. And then you also recently you saw the photograph of Dino lying, on the bare floor in an open space in a hospital. And, that also, for people that had consistently said, the government, has closed his eyes, to the rule of law, all of these will also win sympathy. That's, for me, there are procedures. Once you take the first step, ensure that, you think it through to the end.
But be on hold. Let's also get to hear from our correspondent. Siphon Essien is standing by for us live from Abuja. Hi, Siphon. First off, where are you now? And what can you tell us about the latest between this police versus Senator Melaye drama?
Like the guest said in the studio, the drama king, the situation right now is that after he was held at the DSS medical facility, he was transferred on Saturday to the Intelligence Response Team facility at the Federal Anti-Robbery Squad office here. He's in a cell actually till the 24th of this month. Remember, the police have a remand order to keep him for 14 days. And the police spokesman has confirmed this morning that that order is what they are implementing. I should also remind you that Dino Melaye has several cases in court even before now. He's had 3 cases in court, and this one for which he's been held is what the police have, trumping up a charge against him of conspiracy and attempted culpable homicide, that he and his thugs, according to the police, attempted to kill a policeman. That's the reason why they have kept him at their facility, and they obtained the remand order, among other cases which he is already facing in court.
All right, now, Siphon, the The police medical team has said that has certified Senator Melaye to be okay. But they're said to have moved him from the police to the DSS and so on.
Back to
you know, back and forth to ensure, because the Senate is also saying that because he's not feeling well. Can you confirm from what you have heard or maybe any medical report you have cited to certify Senator Melaye okay or otherwise?
Well, the police time and again have said that Senator Dino Melaye is as fit as a fiddle. And they've brandished medical reports from the police hospital in Gariki indicating that the senator is fit. Now it is the word of the senator or the word of the police against that of the senator. The senator says he's not well. He cannot stand trial. And that is why they staged that what many people have described as a Gestapo operation, where they took him out of the police facility and they took him to DSS facility for alternative medical examination. Well, we saw the pictures where the senator was lying on what looked like a mat, that he wouldn't go into the main facility itself for fear whatever would happen. After that, the police now took him to where they are now keeping him. The police keep insisting that the senator is fit, but the senator says he is not well for trial.
All right, Siphon, we will just continue to keep tabs now, relying on you to bring us stories as they develop on this critical and interesting matter now. Siphon SCN there, TVC correspondent, reporting live from Abuja. So, Mr. Shoma, what happens now with this standoff, so to speak? What does the law say? There's
no standoff here. The police have said.
But can the police try him when he still insists he's not fit for trial?
You see, that's why I said, you know, procedurally, you should be seen to be above board, most especially when you meet, you know, somebody who is, you know, used to theatrics. I had expected also, Dino should have a personal medical doctor. I had expected that the police in conducting their reports should also invite his personal physician, and then also some independent, you know, physicians, not just police medical record.
So we can't say the SSS itself is independent in this matter.
You know, see, look, let us be fair to ourselves. We also understand the way government run these things. And so to be above, to give a picture of, look, we've done everything reasonably possible. You know, there's need to involve his personal physician, some independent physicians for an observation. That won't, you know, be too far-fetched to do. You know, what it means, the implication it gives the ordinary man is that, look, the police have tried. You know, and so when you get to court and there is a report from, you know, independent observers, the court will simply believe that much more than a report just from your facility. And then also, if he gets to the hospital and he says he's not fit, the court also can order, you know, an examination, a medical examination on him to determine whether truly he's fit. And you know one thing, most of these politically exposed persons, the moment they are charged, you know, they're always not fit for trial. You know, they want to go abroad for medical treatment. Yeah, we agree our prisons and police facilities, you know, and I saw no reasonable man would be able to go in there and come back, you know, sane. But also that brings to question some of these facilities. For the fact that a man has been alleged to have committed a crime does not make him a criminal. The Constitution still protects him. So we should learn also to treat, you know, our accused persons, you know, like human beings, even the ordinary man, the everyday ordinary man I'm talking about now. Sometimes the way, you know, these people are treated in police facilities, you know, is dehumanizing. And so the court also in some cases take cognizance of this fact. And that's why I said there is no need laying or creating the scene for Dino's theatrics, because Dino is Dino because of his theatrics. Dino feasts, he thrives in all of this. And so don't give him opportunity to play these roles. And if you give him, it's Dino because of all of, if you remember Dino from 2007 to 2011, you remember him in the House of Rep. You also remember him when he left the House of Rep, he became a whistleblower, was in APC and you know, activist and, you know, and then right from his university days. And then a man who says, if I talk, I will die. And now you have been invited and you refuse to honor such invitation. You know that there is something fishy. And so you don't play such dramas with him. You should be seen to be above the law in the eye of above board in the eye of the law, because the law will not, look at it. The onus is on you to prove.
Yeah, but when it comes to the trial process, is it possible to activate the trial in absentia?
In some cases,
but in this case, is it likely?
In some cases, depending on the nature of the charge, the court can decide to try you in absentia. But by virtue of the Constitution, an accused must be present throughout the trial process, except the court says otherwise. And so, that's why the first step should be, is he medically fit? If your team says he's medically fit, you are sure that he's medically fit, I don't see why you shouldn't invite independent observer to also observe him and to ensure that because you know what you know. So that won't take anything away from you. It also shows on your part that you have, conducted due diligence on your matter.
So 3 separate allegations now that even have, extras now attached to them against Senator Melaye. And it appears that the police might just be frustrated. But then what options do the authorities have right now before them?
I told
legally?
You that once our politically exposed people, once they are charged or they are accused, they suddenly, fall ill. And so that's one way of frustrating, some of these charges. And then you hear sort of adjournment here and there. And then also procedurally, you must ensure that in criminal procedure, because the onus is on you to prove beyond reasonable doubt, so that there won't be doubt in the mind of any reasonable man that listens to the story. And so what you do is to ensure that you dot your I's and cross your T's.
All right.
And so in doing this, what should they do? You know that this man will definitely look for opportunity to frustrate you. Ensure that, you have, like I said, independent physicians also. With his own physician, let there be report. And then the court, when you eventually get to court and brandish that report, it is more believable.
Okay.
And you can insist on look at Lisa Metu's case, with back and forth, and you really don't need
what
to
implication will this have on, because he is a contestant in the coming election. We have election just about 30 days or so, or 31 days from today. What implication would this have on his candidacy?
That's why I'm saying we've seen in this same country a man won election to the Senate from prison. Right. So don't create opportunity for sympathy. Also, there was an attempted recall on Dino while he was in custody, and that recall failed. So the moment you begin to do this, mind you are dealing with a lot of illiterate also. The presumption on their mind will be, oh, look, this man is being persecuted. And so that might work in his favor.
Fine. A quick one, though, till the January the 23rd. Now, can that be contested for the police to still retain custody of Senator Melaye?
Yeah, his lawyer can. The police has said that they have a warrant to remand him. And a warrant was issued by the court. The lawyers can still go to court and challenge, that
with
warrant.
Evidence, of course.
Yes, that he's not safe in police custody and all of those. So if you create these opportunities with all of these photographs flying around, the lawyers can challenge, such a remand order and ask that, he be granted bail pending his arraignment, and it depends on how, it goes.
Libros Oshoma, thank you very much for giving us enlightenment and insight into this. Thank you.
As always. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Right.